Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy 12, the Red Dead Redemption story. I'm MysteriousJG. Let's get to Damalska Esther Sand Steppin'. Let's get to stepping into Ravenaster, where the plot will actually start to do stuff again.
I thank you.
You're
I'd
welcome.
avoid crowds if I were you.
Thanks for murdering my
In this
brother,
town,
too.
you're still a traitor, you know.
The Resistance will surely find me soon.
And my twin brother, which I guess maybe they
Face
know
well,
about.
We meet again. I would pay my respects to your brother.
You're a fugitive now, too. Stay low for a while.
You're the real fugitive of justice. Dirty dog,
What
dance
about the
Robin.
stone?
Wait, that makes no sense anymore.
Do as you like. That stone's ill-favored.
So you don't
Feel
want it
regret.
now? What the?
We sought that stone and found ourselves only worry.
We destroyed our cool
You offering
space motorcycle.
It's mine.
Then why'd you ask? Our regards to your girl.
Yeah,
We
seriously
stay in
though.
Ravenaster a while.
And we're definitely going to be back in your party eventually, so don't even worry about it. But I am kind of wondering, like, why would you ask
do you
about
think?
it?
Can I trust Bosch?
Who's you? Oh, your brother. You're looking at a flower, which represents him.
I gotta
Gotcha.
get rid of this thing.
Oh, the crystal?
But maybe I should show it to Pinello first, so she knows I got something.
Even though I'm getting
She'd
rid
be
of it.
Migelo's place this time of day.
Seriously, why? Does he want the crystal or not? It's Hurdy. Welcome to the Moogling, Kupo. The sensation you're experiencing is the Moogling. It's your first time using the Moogling? Nothing to it. The Moogling lets you teleport to several select locations across Ravenaster. We had to close for the parade earlier, but we're up and running again, Kupo. The service is free of charge. Why not give it a try? There's no time like the present, Kupo. So I go to the Sand Sea, Muthru Bazaar, Southgate, Giza Plains, or the Aerodrome. I guess I'll go to the Bazaar. I don't know which one of these is closest to your experience, or since your whatever. Sensation or experience is the Moogling. I think I said that. Over the Moogling Kupo. Yeah. That actually took me further away from Migelo's place. So in theory, I should have stuck with the. Gate that I was at, but whatever. 6 and 1/2 dozen together. I did also get a bunch of crap. There's a bunch of new. Hey, I heard the boss give you the okay, but it's not that simple, Dad. We got strict rules you got to abide by here. The things I can sell depend on your clan rank. You want a crack at the good stuff, best raise your rank. I doubt you'll be disappointed. Didn't mean to talk your ear off. Go on and take a look what we have. See your rank, of course. So there's a bunch of bizarre stuff that we can now buy that I need to buy, because this all came from selling stuff I got while leveling up, or, looting and grinding. Take one of these and laugh in the face of poison. That's 3 antidotes. Huzzah. Simple sword code, stitched from the choice pieces of leather. It is chromed leathers. I think I already had a bunch of those. Shield of wood trimmed in gold leaf. A splendid choice for those new to the art of swordplay. A buckler. And what's annoying is, somehow, whatever, hunter class Van belongs to, he has all of the shield permits except for the first one, which means there's no shields available that he could use. But he could use better shields than the ones that are currently available in the game. Should the unthinkable befall you, you want this close to hand. 2 tufts of Phoenix down. That really doesn't seem that impressive. First aid kit. Hope for the best, plan for the worst. Potions and Phoenix down at a bargain. Tinctures and tonics. Potions, handkerchiefs, gold needles, and a potion pack. Toad potions. Be sure to use on your travels. What else can I buy? Oil and decoy, eh? Well, I think my green magic user just left the party, but that's still pretty cool. So oil increases fire damage dealt. And decoy cause one ally to be the target of all foes. So I just wanted to show off the new bizarre items, and I've done that. New items available for purchase with the bizarre one, gold dust. So I can speed up and head for... I didn't intend to use this on screen much, but boy, it is kind of handy for navigating through these big ass zones. I'll come in here and see if there's any new marks available. Mont Blanc. How fares the hunt, Kupo? Kupopo, you're a hedge knight already. You've been burning the midnight oil, Kupo. Glad Centurion knows how to treat its hardworking members, Kupo. Here, reward for your accomplishment. Warp stones, warp motes, and teleport stones. Keep up the splendid work, Kupo. Here, you defeated a pack of flans. Impressive, Kupo. The Rabbinaster Common Council sends you this with their compliments. Then, in recognition of labor undertaken to lessen the dangers of the Karma Sith waterway. 150 gil. Also defeated the fireman, did you? Impressive, Kupo. The Rabbinaster Healers Coven sends you this with their compliments. Awarded for the collection of samples to be used in the study of certain intractable maladies. 200 gil. You defeated the Mimic Queen, too? You've been busy, Kupo. A young lady has sent you this with her compliments. For proving that my dad, who was imprisoned in Albina, was innocent. How did we prove that, exactly? 300 gil. So we can do the Cluckatrice. It's available. It's on the Giza Plains. Horrible monsters come to the plains, terrorizing a poor cockatrices. Something must be done. Come to our village with all haste. Will you go speak to the petitioner, Kupo? Yes. Counting on you. I'm just an intermediary. Okay, so we got one we can do in the Giza Plains. We should probably be able to do that before we continue the plot too much farther. We call the vilest of the vile marks elite marks, Kupo. My dream is to see each and every last elite mark fall before the swords of the clan. How fares the hunt, Kupo? Let's talk about the rock toys. I've been secretly raising a pet, but I'm afraid I've got more than I bargained for, Kupo. I'll be waiting for at the Ku Sky Grounds in Bujerba. So here's someplace we haven't been yet, so the plot will probably be taking us there soon. Because this is some zone we haven't even been to yet. Hey, another one of these folks. We may someday hunt together, Hunter Mark. Who can say? Should that day come, may we be of aid to each other. Sure. Hello, how does this day find you? I do all for the glory of the clan. When you've defeated 4 marks cube with 8,000 clan points, you gain a rank. Now go. Alright. So once we've got some party members to back us up, we can go after the Cluck Toys, whatever it is, but the probably not going to be able to do a whole lot with the oh, you know what? I should make sure that we've purchased all the magic that's available and techniques. I don't think there's going to be anything that we don't have. And actually, the technique shop at that desert city... Well, this is a desert city, too. Oh, man, you haven't seen Benella lately, have you? No, I don't need her for anything in particular. Usually she stopped in to see if there are any chores need doing by now, and I was curious why she hasn't. So, what can I do for you? Yeah, so there's not really going to be a whole bunch of stuff at these places, but I figure I'd check. But no, that desert fortress place in Albina, like in my off-screen, I went there. I believe I now have all of the Gambit inputs possible in game because everything's pretty much filled in now, and that costs a decent amount of money, but more it costs a ton of time because the menus are not made for going through them quickly and easily. It took a lot of effort to just do all that stuff. So I'll take a quick look at Yugri's Magics. Yugi's Magic Shop kind of sucks. Maybe she'll prove me wrong and have all sorts of awesome stuff. Are you sure you should be helping Migelo today? Sorry you came to shop, not talk. Yeah, I feel like now Albina Fortress sells everything this place sells, plus 1 or 2 more. So I probably already have everything you can possibly get here. But let me see if Van can equip the buckler. No, that's the thing. Needed shields 1. He has shields 2 through the end of all the shields, but shields 1 is not available to his class. It's kind of ridiculous. Anyway, I guess it's possible this place sells panorama murmur is protective. Say, it's possible this place sells level 2 shields. Seems unlikely. We don't suppose you'd be interested in selling. No, what am I saying? If I go off buying old knickknacks again, my mom will have a fit. Yeah. So there's lots of little cute dialogue in this game that doesn't mean a whole lot. And as you can see, I just kind of got crazy with it. I was getting money and didn't have anything to spend it on, so like there's a lot of items. So I ended up buying enough so that like every character that we eventually have in the party could be equipped with it, which is silly. But I will sell him a chromed leather that I got from the bazaar and a buckler that I got from the bazaar. Even though he was like, no, I can't buy stuff. I will be murdered by my mom or whatever. And I will ignore all of the regular people in town, despite the fact that they could be chock full of awesomely important quests. I kind of doubt they are. Amal's mighty servant. No harm meant by boy. So I could... Oh, I guess I don't have 6 each of these little weapons. I could do that. In case anybody else wants to have the worst gun, the worst axe, and the worst dagger. Well, I've got better versions of each, so that people might not have... I don't think that many people are going to end up having licensed Guns 1, but not Guns 2. Who knows? That does not look like it says Migelo Sundries. We first open for business, everything's changed except our low prices. Everything's changed, our quality has gone way down. Hello.
Vaughn, is it really you? I heard you got took off to Nalbina.
I did.
The Imperials will need more than a dungeon to stop me.
You broke out of a dungeon? Whoa.
Hey, try and keep it down, would you? Penelo isn't around, is she? Out on a delivery, maybe?
Murdered by pirates, maybe?
Haven't seen her all day. Not like her to up and skip out on work like that. Migelo's not here either. He went running off somewhere a little while ago.
So much for my big welcome. Guess everybody's busy.
I got my hands full watching the shop, and old Dallin had something for me to do, but I can't get away.
Old Dallin, huh?
I think I know that
Tell you what,
character.
I'll go see him for you.
Why do you run the damn shop?
Well, nothing better to do.
You could be running the shop. Guess you're going to see old Dallin for you. But he's not running the shop. This guy is. That's quite a stone you've got there. If Miguel was here, I'd sure he'd want to take a look, but he hasn't been in today. I don't suppose he came here for small talk, did you? Especially since I'm not a named character. Alright, so it's off to see old Dallin. Maybe that'll get the story going somewhere. Alright. Head for this stairs down zone. We're going to Low Town. It's like Big Town, but low and not as big. Poor little guy, what am I gonna do? This is not the place. But where's... where is it then? I can't remember which of these places is, Oh yeah, no, I noticed something off screen. This game is that the place is really beautiful. They throw in detail like, oh, there's in order to make it look like a real thriving metropolis, they throw in a whole bunch of shop owners that you can't actually interact with. But there's at least one place, it was down here in Lowtown that I noticed it really. Where it's like, oh yeah, there's really beautiful graphics, but then you get to something like this, and it's like, no, nobody, they didn't put a whole lot of work in here. That kind of looks like crap. I'm sorry. Oh, and here's the exact same one again. Yeah, sorry guys. Can't fool me, there ain't no sanity clause. Alright, so... where is old Dallin? I thought he was kind of in the top... I thought he was in the corner of this zone here. Like, right where that empty place was. Maybe he's in the South Sprawl. For some reason I thought he was in the North Sprawl. Okay. I just chose the wrong sprawl. It's okay. You gonna be voice acted this time or not? Hi, Van. How you been? Okay, that's not much to say there. I haven't seen you around in a while. Something happened to you. Old Dan Land sure didn't seem worried. But he's not going to sell it now.
Well, look who we have here.
Oh, man, I feel like I should get on a horse and shoot that rabbit.
And I got out of there as fast as I could.
Yeah,
But it was all worth it, Dallin. Here, look at this.
It's a cursed stone that I don't even want anymore.
Quite a treasure you've got there.
And that Heradric cube.
Well, you know, I couldn't have done it without your help.
Well, you know,
So, there is more to this gutter churl than first meets the eye.
you know what? Fuck you, Dallin.
One, I've an errand, a simple favor to beg of you.
My favorite gutter
I was
churl.
going to ask that Kites to go, but I should think that you ought to do.
Since you are the main character and he's not.
No, I think you're just the one.
Billy Gunn.
There's a fellow by the name of Azalas.
What
and I
rabbit
need
is
you to
not
bring
going
this
to hop
sword to
off you
him.
when you start moving around like that?
That's a sword of the old order.
The Knights of the Old Republic.
Speak my name when you arrive. That should be enough to get you in to see him.
Speak
I've
friend,
made
then
a
enter.
note on your map showing you where he can be found. Mind you, you are to deliver the sword to him personally.
I will.
I will,
Hey, Dallin,
Mom.
do you think I could get you to do something for me? I need you to find out where Penelo is.
She's in the ladies'
I wanted
room.
to
Give
show
her
what I
some
got from the
privacy.
palace, but I haven't been able to find her anywhere. Can you let me know if you hear anything?
You can just leave that to me.
Thanks, Dallin.
I know everything that happens to Manello.
And so it is done. But will it be enough to remind him of what the Order once meant?
Why, is this less goofy and more serious than I thought, Dallin? Oh, well, luckily, the place we need to go by is nearby. Oh, we didn't actually leave Dallin's place either. Zoink, zoink. Doubt there's anything worth buying, but let's check this shop out. One of my regulars had an unexpected guest drop in. Weird fellow, couldn't quite place him. Anyway, you here to buy some, kid? That will almost certainly mean nothing. Oh, he sells onion bombs. Great. Antidotes and poisons, which were pretty much maxed on because of my grinding. They're a common drop, as you would expect. Sadly, when I go into hyperspeed mode, it doesn't affect the cinematics, which would be pretty fun. If anybody talking like chipmunk speed. Here, I got a sword I want to deliver, but first of all, I want to look at it on the clan primer or crescent. Here we go. Goddess's Magicite. Must be extremely valuable. I believe that is a plot item later. Sword of the Order. A sword signifying a place among the Order of the Knights of Dalmasca. Dalan has tasked you with its delivery. Okay, now breathe, Van. You gotta breathe if you're gonna pass the sword. You have to deliver the sword. Speak, friend, then enter. I'm supposed to deliver something to a man named of Azalas. Is this the place? It's the place, right?
And who has it told you that?
Old Dallin. He said I have to give this to him personally. He also told me to mention his name, so I guess I should have done that.
Does nothing get past that, Dallin? He has ears in every wall. Alright, get inside, but not a word of what you see or hear in there. You got that?
It's one of those weird, like, half-mask, wide shut parties is going on in there.
Then what do you make of Andor's proclamation?
Don't believe Andor's lies.
What if a judge killed the king, not the captain? That would explain everything, wouldn't it?
Except why everyone saw the captain do it.
Would be brother to a judge. How are we to trust such a man?
How are we to trust someone who claims to have an evil twin brother that none of us have met?
Now there is the Bosch that I remember.
The traitor who killed the king.
His word alone convinces me of nothing.
Well, you're not even a named character.
I take his word over that of a mouthpiece Marquis.
Then you name Rex liar with him.
Ooh.
My brother was no liar.
Well, he might be lying now in heaven.
Rex was the witness they needed. They had to make it appear as if I killed the king. Rex bears no blame.
Well, yeah, nobody said he
The
did.
fates have willed it.
So this is Rex's brother.
The Eskimo spy.
Your words may convince a child such as this, but they weigh far too lightly on the scales for my taste.
I got skills.
Our paths will remain separate.
Do you not think Amalia worth saving?
Ooh, you hit below the belt with that one.
In my hands. I must see foes in every shadow. The night we moved against Vayne, he knew. I will not chance such disadvantage again.
So
I
does
must
a
treat you
spy.
as I would Andor, as I would treat any better of the Empire.
Well, don't
And
believe
what will you
Andor's
do?
lies, or my lies.
Hold me here in chains?
Ooh, that's getting intense. If I knew what they were talking about. Now I do. He thinks...
Some things never change, do they?
He doesn't
Listen to me, Bosch.
really believe...
Your
but
cage may have
yeah.
no bars, but it is a cage.
Oh.
The eyes of the Resistance watch unblinking.
Let them watch. I know something of cages.
Come on, kid. I'm going to be in your party from now on. Or rather, you're going to be in mine. So this dude, who I don't even know his name, doesn't believe... It seems like he believes Bosch, but can't really
Amalia's in the Resistance.
totally accept
Then you
it.
know her.
Oh yeah,
We
I
met
felt her up
before
when
we got sent to
I
Albina.
felt her up
I
when
know
she
nicer
jumped off of
people.
that.
Our paths keep crossing,
Super
yours
cliff.
and mine. It's more than coincidence.
It's annoying.
Well, it's an annoying coincidence.
I'm sorry. Allow me one last annoyance, a favor to ask.
Then I'll kill
I
myself.
want you to take me to Balthier. Even caged birds need wings.
This makes us even.
Even?
For Albina. We couldn't have done it without you.
How did you taking him to Balthier make him even? He could just as easily find Balthier. Does Van know where Balthier is, even? Anyway. Oh, man. I gotta figure out what his build was gonna be. Shoot. Ah, yeah. I have to figure out what his build was gonna be. And I probably want to off-screen do all of his licenses, too. I know he was going to be an archer / something. He is not a character I was planning to use that much, to be brutally frank. As you can see, he's level 26, and he's got thousands and thousands of LP, so we should be good to go here. So how much time we got left in this video? I think we've done 25 minutes. That's probably enough. Pretty darn close, anyway. Yeah, let's find a place to save, and then off-screen I can actually figure out what character build I had planned for him, because I've forgotten. And even figure out which mist slots to use. And I'll spare you watching me individually unlock every single thing. Now, if I were a retired thirsty sky pirate, where would I be? So they kind of give it away a little bit. And to be perfectly frank, I believe, other than the fact that he's no longer fighting in our party as a guest, which is a shame, So because the guests is what gives you like four people instead of 3 in combat. It's pretty sweet. If you can take advantage of having a guest in the party to fight marks and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I believe once we talked to Balthiar, he and Fran permanently returned to the party, which means that we can use whatever combination of them we want. Van, Fran, Balthiar, and Bash to take out that mark that's in the Giza High Plains before we continue the story. Whoa! This is kicking in before I even went into the bar.
A lot of kids lost their parents in the war.
I just noticed that kids exist.
Already
It's
died
not.
before that. The plague took them both.
Those were happier times.
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
I guess I didn't know.
It's okay. It's been 5 years now.
Oh, you didn't know?
After that, I lived with my friend Pinello and her family.
That's nice.
Then the war came.
Yeah, I
am
caused
sorry.
that. I'm sorry.
You don't have to keep apologizing. Really, it's all right. I know it wasn't your fault.
Well, the
I
war
see that
actually
now.
was, but you don't.
You didn't kill my brother.
My master Satan did.
It was the Empire.
Yeah, they're kind of jerks.
My brother trusted you. And he was right.
Well, right-ish. So, I wanted to call it a video. And if we go in here, we're probably going to trigger more story. I guess this one will go a little long. I think I have to call it a short recording session and try to pick this up again tomorrow. I'm enjoying this, but I got some other stuff I got to get done. So in theory, Fran should be hanging around here somewhere too. Oh, there's another mark that's here. And it's a petitioner in Rabanastre. One of the children saw a ghost. Now he's so frightened he's locked himself in an abandoned house. Please come as soon as you can. Oh, well, that's actually the person... Yeah, we actually already ran into them. Okay. Alright, so I'm glad. I was thinking I didn't need to bother with that. That the ones at the guild would have all of them. But I'm glad I stopped and talked. And Wraith is considered the easiest of these anyway. So it gets old after a while, but I really liked the idea of having a bunch of optional boss monsters that you could go fight during the story. Or that you could ignore.
As I said, a misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding?
You punk
What
ass.
I'm understanding is it took Pinello because of you.
Kill him.
What about Pinello?
Slap him around.
Vaughn, they've taken Pinello. And there was a note for this Balthier.
Balthier?
Under the Migelo mines, it said.
It's Begamnon. He was in Albina.
If anything were to happen to that sweet child, why, I've her parents' memory to consider.
And I'll
You're going
fuck
to
you
go to
up,
her
bitch.
aid, and that's that. That's what you sky pirates do, isn't it?
I
We
don't
steal
respond
stuff.
well to orders.
Threats, you mean.
You do know that the Imperial fleet is massing at Migelo.
I don't give a fuck.
Fine, then I'll go.
Crazy.
You at least have an airship, don't you? Just get me there and I'll find Pinello myself.
I'll join you.
Huh?
I have some business there as well.
And I owe you my life and
An
stuff.
audience with the Marquis, by chance?
Hey, you know what? Shut up, punk. You don't know everything.
Balthier.
Just because Van doesn't know what's happening.
This is yours.
The guards are toying with us.
He was offering that to us 10 minutes ago, and we didn't take it.
Make yourselves ready. We leave soon.
Right.
Fran, put on some pants. Balthiar and Fran join the party. Begammon's note can only be referring to the Lusu mines in Bujerba. We'll leave at once. When you're ready, meet me in the aerodrome. I should imagine it's still by the west gate. We weren't in Albinel that long. Do it quick. I'd like to save your girl and be rid of this headache as soon as possible. So this is the time when that FF, like Final Fantasy Tactics remake came out, and Balthier was actually a playable character in that. In the tradition of you can play as Cloud because he's way cooler than any of the characters in our game, or at least we seem to think so. They brought in Balthier, and I think one other like vague Final Fantasy character. But now I wanted to talk to what's his face, blue mutant dude who has taken care of us since we were not a small child, but a smallish child. But anyway, we got the band back together. Now this video is going to go real. It's going to go real long if I keep this up. But I wanted to do just a few little quick things, and since I know I'm calling it a session, I always want to just knock out a couple things before I stop playing. Period. So we can go talk to this person in Lowtown and actually find out where the Wraith is. I won't fight the Wraith in this video, even if it's really nearby. I'm going to save that. And I want to go see if Migelo is actually back in his shop and can be spoken to. He really starts to fall out of the story as far as being important later, which is a shame because they build him up as being this really important character that Van and Penelo owe a lot to. The band never really treats him as anything other than a plot function. You've come about the bill? Wonderful. I had started to think I'd posted it in vain. No, you posted it for Van. I'll not mince words. A child has shut himself inside this house because he's frightened of a ghost he says he saw in the neighborhood. He said he'd come out if I got rid of this ghost, so I went looking for it to humor him, you see. Imagine my surprise when I found it was real. There's no way I could deal with it on my own, so I needed to call in a hunter. Will you hunt this ghost for me? Yep. Apparently it is in the neighborhood, so... Thank you so much. I saw this ghost at the Garrett Smith Waterway just down through Storehouse 5. It's an apparition called a Wraith, and I think it came to avenge the cruel slaying of rats and other poor denizens of the waterway. Oops. I'm not pointing fingers. Doesn't really matter who did these things. This apparition is here and it must be dealt with. I leave it to you. The hunt begins. So, I'll have that to do the next time I play, but for now... Yeah, this is a case where going into speed up mode doesn't actually save any time. I guess I just get myself turned around in corners. Here we go. See if Migelo is back. Ready to chillax with us. He is... well, he is back. He's just not running his own store.
What a terrible thing to have happened. You've got to see that Penelo gets back home safely, Van.
Otherwise, how could you guys presumably end up in love and married at the end of the game? I mean, somebody's got to fall in love, right? This game wouldn't be that dry. This game is that dry, folks. Out of fear of inadvertently triggering a lengthy plot scene, I'm going to go save at a crystal that is not the one nearest to where we need to go next. Not to mention the fact that, like I said, we want to go take care of that Wraith, too. I probably could just keep the group I'm with and not even set up Bosch, because he ended up like 2 levels above us, which I guess is normal. So here we go, folks. Calling it a video. When we come back next time, we're going to take out a Wraith. Then we'll probably go down to the Gaza plains and deal with some monster down there, too. And depending on how long that takes, we may be dealing with plot stuff sometime in the next video. But probably it's going to be a monster clearer. I'm MysteriousJG. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.